Is that how you want it? Tasted like popcorn.
Did you go to the movies today?
No.
Yesterday?
Yeah. I didn't eat popcorn.
You don't need to do that. That's not required for the podcast.
Have it in the trout. The bass ain't having it out today. It's a fish fight.
The fish might.
The fish brawl in the crawlers today.
Okay, kids.
Fish might kick
Let's
your
go.
fucking ass, bitch.
Ask. She might kick your ass. You don't know, do you?
Okay, kids.
Okay, kids.
I showed that to Mrs. Commander, and she was just rolling her eyes the whole time. She's like,
Why?
"Is this a actual commercial?"
Why is the spatula so big?
So funny.
Honey,
City.
where's the podcast?
Holy shit, the podcast, I haven't had it.
Oh, did you find somebody? Yes.
Force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, Galaxy Rogue Squadron Podcast. Thank
Great evening,
Hank.
universe.
Thank Hanks, baby.
Who's Hank? And hey, we got some people on a Castbox live thing.
What does that mean?
The audio podcast app that has live streaming now that I mentioned last week.
Oh, yeah.
We got some people checking it. Hey, Steven. Hey, Danny.
Welcome. Rogue Squadron Podcast. Thank everybody for tuning in, whether you're live with us or after the fact, which is... That's
95% of people.
I think that's how 90% of the people pleasure themselves, is after the fact. Live jerkings is hard. Wouldn't you agree?
It's also free, so that's a good thing.
The live ones?
All of it.
It's like live
everything we do
webcam.
is free.
We should do, yeah. Have you seen those pop-ups? For the Rogue Squadron Podcast, of course. I am Mopar.
I think I'm Commander Cody.
I do have an extra special thing that I sent to everybody.
You know, if
That I
a bunch
purchased.
of things are extra special, then it's not extra special anymore.
Look what I bought.
I saw.
Isn't that extra special?
What are the 95%? What do they need to know about what you purchased because they can't see it?
So I purchased a new vehicle, and I always take off all the badging from
the stupid dealership stuff.
from the dealership. I appreciate your business and all that, but I'm not advertising for free for you. Fuck you. You probably made too much money on me. Fuck off. So I take all of their shit off, whether it's a sticker, a little logo, emblem on the car, and most of them have a license plate cover.
Yeah.
So I took off the cover, but my license plate, physical plate, is so old. I've transferred it 3 different vehicles already, so it's starting to rust.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck.
Just get a new one.
Yeah, I decided I'll go online and get a new one. So I went to Amazon, and I was just looking up like a nice plain chrome, and then I saw customizable
Hell yeah.
for $12.
Hell yeah.
So I was able to, I did, you could put the letters or like a short phrase on top and then like a long phrase on the bottom. So I did Star Wars plus beer equals on top, and then along the bottom, Rogue Squadron Podcast.
Spelled it correctly. I see. That's very good.
No, I didn't, but
Rouge
Rouge.
Squadron YouTube.
Rogue Quacks Podcast.
Quack Rogan Squadron.
So I thought that was kind of a cool little thing. I would highly recommend if you guys are huge fans. I mean, for $12, you can customize.
Or you can just make whatever you want. Just go
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
like Luke Skywalker is a bitch. I might
Luke
do that one.
Skywalker, Mopar's right.
I might do that one, I think.
So yeah, I'm excited
That's
to
good.
get that.
That's cool. I need to go. Speaking of, now that you mentioned that, I need to go make sure there's no dealer advertising on our car. I need to rip that shit off. I almost bought a new car today. I thought about it very difficultly.
You almost bought a new car today?
Well, I shouldn't say almost. I didn't get as far as to going like test driving it, but I was like driving out. We were running errands, and I was like, I think it's time for a car. Like seriously considering, I was like, I'm just gonna go drop some cash and get a car right now. And I talked myself out of it by the end of the errands running.
So about 45 minutes worth of, I'm going to make a large purchase today.
40 grand or just go home. I keep going into...
It's expensive, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's super fucking expensive. Because I don't want to get a car until I get like, a brand new exactly what... I've never gotten a car that's exactly what I want, from like top to bottom. So I don't want to get one until I can get the exact thing that I want. And I just don't want to drop that kind of Republic Dad Terry's right now. So it ain't happening.
Well, you got to buy a car first.
What?
You've never bought a car.
I never bought a new car. No.
You never bought a used one, right?
Yeah. What are you
Oh, the
talking about?
Bravada
Yeah.
you bought from a dealership. Okay, I forgot about that. It's a long time ago. Yeah.
I've had 4 cars.
Well, the first one doesn't count.
I paid for it. I paid
feel
for
like-
all of them.
I feel like
just
the,
because
uh,
I wasn't the actual transactioneer.
No, yeah, but it lasted like what 3-4 weeks.
Oh, the celebrity? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like 6 months.
That's how it's short-lived.
Yeah.
I remember the Cadillac more than anything, and the truck.
El Dorado with the fucking V8, man.
Dude, we beat the shit out of that thing.
It's ridiculous.
What is happening, Richard?
Hey, everybody. Hey, Tommy boy. Hey.
So what we're not going to get into is Spider-Man because Commandus didn't see it yet.
We can. All right, so you can chat about it a little bit. You texted me that, and I was like, I'm going to go see it. I like it, and it sounds like a good thing, and I want to go to the movies because we've been talking 4 episodes ago how we haven't gone to the movies recently. Mrs. Commander was on board. I was sitting around, but then I had gone on a bike ride, and I was tired, and I was sitting on the couch. I had Netflix open, and I started getting into it with this new show that's called The Last Tsars. It's about the end of the Romanov dynasty in Russia, like in the early 1900s. And I just got swept up in that, and I looked around, and it was like 10:30, and I was like, fuck. I got totally distracted.
It's a good one. Spider-Man's really good.
Yeah. I'm excited to see it.
Gotta go see it.
Talk about it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Spider-Man's in it, only him, so it's pretty good.
No cameos?
Nick Fury.
Yeah, but no, like, other
No.
heroes?
Nope. They mention
Yeah.
people. I mean, it's hardly tied or hard. It's hard tied into post Infinity War,
Endgame.
obviously, and it's just even like the citizens in the movie have been, and they go through how it changed them and things that physically changed, and because the people. All right, so people that disappeared and came back, they're calling it the blip. People that didn't disappear aged 5 years. The people that blipped came back the exact same age.
Right.
So like, one kid mentions my younger brother's older than me now, because he blipped.
That's
and now
crazy.
he's 5 year yeah. Wait,
I blipped. Now
yeah, I
he's-
blipped exactly. Tommy Boy mentions here in the live chat they did Mysterio perfectly. I have no clue about who or why Mysterio is. So I thought it was super interesting, and they grounded everything. I think Infinity War, it was so open and such a grand scale, and I think that was maybe my one little like wrinkle in the time of the
space-time continuum of
happiness.
MCU. Yeah.
I like more personal bad guys, obviously. But yeah, it felt a little more personal. Spider-Man was definitely tested in it, and obviously he comes out on top. But it was a good movie. It was really good.
Good.
Definitely have to see it. So the other thing I wanted to say is the fact that film, I'm not sure it'll get any accolades for action, but holy shit. It's just so good. It's the fact that that's standard now is mind-blowing
Is that all their movies are like 8 out of 10 or higher?
for action.
Just in general, all the Marvel movies, like starting with, well, I guess you didn't like Ant-Man, but I'm just saying in general, action's obviously a big part of it, but on the whole, all the Marvel movies have been really fucking good.
Yeah, it's just the action sequences that happen in it you can't keep up almost. It's so good.
Nice.
So Fucko's pissed already. He says Mysterio is boring as hell as
You're boring, fucko.
always. I thought it was. I didn't know anything about him beforehand, so like it was a weird twist throughout the movie. So
I vividly remember watching the Spider-Man cartoon when I was a kid, and the Mysterio was the dude with the cape and the fishbowl.
fishbowl head, yeah.
But I don't remember. It must have been young enough that I don't remember like really anything about any of those villains.
You know,
Rhino's a rhino, Scorpion's a scorpion, Lizard's a lizard,
Yeah.
Green Goblin is a goblin. But I don't really know like their powers or
point.
like why they hate Spider-Man and all that stuff. I have no idea.
It's I can't really explain why I liked it. Jesus, I can't really explain why I like Jesus, but Mysterio, I can. No, without spoiling
Yeah,
anything, I can't really say anything.
It's
but,
okay.
I did really like, first of all, how Spider-Man overcame and ended up on winning or not dying, I guess. And they kept it very teenage. It's structured into like a school trip, and it's just fun. It was done really well. And
Good.
and I'll wrap it all. The action, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous, and it felt more real and more grounded because it was like in cities that exist rather than out in space on this planet that doesn't exist. It's blowing up and
Right, or in this
cracking in
field
half
or
and
whatever.
all this shit. So I just felt like there's some structure there and still shit's blowing up and looks perfect. So
Good.
very, very fun movie.
That's good.
There was
I'm excited.
oh,
Ooh,
Tommy Boy
he's pissed.
in the chat. What was mind blowing? There's a new Terminator movie. Did you know that?
Yeah.
What? I saw the first teaser before Spider-Man.
I feel like
Whoa.
you missed some of the biggest announcements in our group chat just because there's so many messages. You might have still been on the honeymoon or something
Man,
when we were talking about the trailer.
the teaser,
yeah.
the teaser or whatever you want to call it, is it was cool because it started off like you didn't know it was a Terminator movie,
Right.
and then like slowly you see Sarah Connor saves someone, and you're like, wait a second, I know that actress, badass hoe.
Bad bitch.
And then
Yeah.
of course they have to. I'm Sarah Connor, here to help you. I'm like,
This is
Sarah-
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep, and then he's in it too.
Of course. Yeah. So I think what's happening is it's a direct sequel to 2. And they're basically, now that James Cameron is involved once again, they're basically saying that the other 3 didn't happen.
Yeah, new Terminator movie taking place after T2 and ignoring the other sequels. So
Yeah.
that's cool. That's really cool.
I'm down. I've always liked Terminator, even the ones, well, I guess Salvation and Genesis were garbage, but
Did you see those?
Yeah.
Oh, I never even saw them. Not.
I
worth
mean,
it.
it's worth it just to like cringe at it a little bit.
But it's supposed to take place like in the war, right?
Genesis is an alternate timeline of the first movie. It's like a soft remake because Daenerys is playing Sarah Connor, like young Sarah Connor.
Oh.
And then Salvation is in the war. Christian Bale is John Connor. And then there's
How
this
many people?
there's this like half human Terminator hybrid thing.
Yep, and that's actually what this one's based off of. It's like, because from the teaser, from my understanding, is there was a hybrid that went good.
Like
and
she doesn't know she's a
She
Terminator.
doesn't know she's a
Right,
Terminator.
yeah.
It's like, and that's what Sarah, like, while she's fixing her, she's like, "You're one of the best hybrids I've seen." She's like, "What do you mean? I'm human."
Right.
And you're
Yeah.
like-
So they looks like they pulled a little bit of stuff from the other sequels.
Like, you're clearly not human. Your genitals are missing. You don't need those as a robot. So
You're bleeding oil.
you.
Clean that shit
Oh
up,
man, your spark plug fell out,
please.
bro.
Clean that shit up.
So, all right, as we do every episode, we're gonna get into our beer review.
Yeah.
Commander has some weird extra.
Oh, I
specials.
forgot to grab a.
Glass.
I guess we can just each have the different flavor. You think?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we'll do that, and we'll switch halfway through, maybe.
Which one do you want?
Doesn't matter. We'll just do half and then switch. So this is from Wild
I'd rather have that
Ohio Brewing.
Yeah, do you like blueberry?
I think I've had both of these.
Okay.
So Wild Ohio Brewing, it's here in Columbus, and I had heard about this, but I didn't know exactly what it was. And then when we were just in DC, Baltimore for an engagement party, people had a bunch of this stuff, and we tried it for the first time. So it's a tea beer. It's gluten-free, and they're all flavored with a different fruit. There's
Whoa! Look
there's
at all the calories in a can.
What do you mean?
200 calories in a can?
Mine's got 190, bitch.
Whoa! Makes
That's interesting because it doesn't have that much sugar from what you would think. To have that many calories, it doesn't have that much sugar.
that's a lot. Like a Miller Lite's 90.
I wonder how much the regular craft beer that we have is. They usually don't have it on the freaking.
Oh yeah, regular craft beer is like 200 to 250.
Yeah, it's got to be a lot. So yeah, it's a tea beer. I don't really know the brewing process behind it. It doesn't really say on here.
They just infuse calories into the liquid.
Maybe
Maybe it's liquid Terminator. Maybe we're drinking Terminators.
drinking hydraulic fuel. It says beer made without barley or malt, made with fermentable sugars and fruit juice.
Ooh, that smells very
So-
weird.
It was a weird scent when I tried it. or when I smelled it for the first time, and then I had some, and I was like, oh, this is actually really refreshing. So on this, it looks like we're accidentally on a kick of refreshing summer beers, or tea beers, as you might say. So I got the blueberry for the first try, and then Mopar has the peach, and then we'll switch halfway through.
It's gluten free, calorie full.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's something to get used to because I
Like
don't know.
it definitely doesn't taste like a beer at all.
No, it's much. It drinks like almost like a tea too because there's like no bubbles.
It's like one of those Arizona teas if it were carbonated. That's kind of what it tastes like to me.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a bunch. What I say, blueberry, peach. We have here. There's an Arnold Palmer flavor. There's a raspberry. There's a grapefruit. There's a ton of different ones. But I just thought it was interesting. It was very refreshing.
So I'm wondering because it says fermentable sugars. So even though it doesn't have any like added sugar in there, it's probably fermented because you ferment carbs, right? So like malt is a carb. You can ferment that.
I think it turns into sugar. I don't remember the
Sugar is a carb. It's a type of carb. It's
I don't
under
know.
the carbohydrates. Yes. So maybe they just fermented the natural sugars. I don't know.
Yeah, but some of it turns into alcohol and then it's not sugar anymore. I don't know.
Low carb strawberry beer.
Low carb. It's a gluten-free blueberry beer.
From Middletown, Ohio. Fig Leaf Brewing. So it's not even Wild Ohio Brewing. It says produced and produced and packaged by Fig Leaf Brewing, but it's Wild Ohio Brewing. What kind of trickery?
That's confusing as shit. What? Maybe they're just distributed by somebody bigger.
I'm assuming Wild Ohio is the
Probably some
line of
probably
teas.
some crazy hippie like making shit in her back porch.
Yeah. Wrapped by globalists. Mm. Is there a whore on there?
No, it's somebody that says I sexually identify as an attack helicopter.
I think I've seen that before.
His name is Apache. So, or its name is Apache. I don't know
My name.
if it's an attack helicopter.
That's me actually now.
What
How
do
are you
think?
feeling?
Hey, I actually like it. It's definitely not a beer. So, like, no hop profile, none of that stuff. But I actually really like it.
High alcohol. Fuck. 8%.
Oh yeah, the peach one's stronger. The blueberry one's 6.5. I think the lemonade one is 8% as well.
How crazy. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of blueberries. I'm not a big fan of peach. So I was kind of rolling the dice either way.
This doesn't taste so much like blueberry though.
Yeah. I'm okay with like not drinking any more of this.
Are you serious?
It's all right. I can see the drink value of this on a hot day.
Like when we were at Comfest, you would have this, but you wouldn't have a beer. Don't you
Yeah,
think?
yeah. Well, I've been jumping. I've been going straight frat boy and been drinking White Claws because they're so easy to drink.
Is that frat boy?
It is now because I drink
I
them.
thought it was hippie girl.
Same person.
I thought it was gluten-free girl.
Same person.
Gluten-free girl is such a superhero name.
No, I've been jumping on those, and those are super refreshing. And that's one of those where even if I don't like the flavor, I'll still drink it and it's still good. Like raspberry. I'm not a big fan of raspberry, but those raspberry White Claws, bro. Let me tell you about the White Claws. Holy, whoa.
I haven't had one yet. We have one sitting in our fridge. I should steal it from my wife and drink it.
Yeah, try it. It's super refreshing. It's just like a soda beer. It's so just like bruh.
Isn't it like just spiked seltzer though?
Yeah, but it's like a light. It's almost like a LaCroix.
Yeah, but I like liqueur, so maybe I like it.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
I think you would.
Oh,
I
yeah.
perhaps think. So, what are you thinking on this? Let's get a rating on here. Do you think it's good enough for a 2 where you would recommend this to everybody?
That's a tough one. Part of me does want to give it a 2 just because we've had 2 straight for like 4 episodes, but I know I can't do that. I mean, I would say it's a 2. I'm not a fan of the fruitier and the seltzer style alcoholic drinks, but I did find myself really enjoying these. So, I mean, I would say, yeah, definitely. What do you think?
I was thinking more of a 1. That
Yeah.
this is more of a specific thing that if you're a beer drinker, you probably wouldn't like this per se, but there's a certain group of people.
I think a 1 fits very well. I could see that.
Like if you haven't showered in like 3 or 4 days, you probably would like this.
Interesting. All right. I see.
When was the last
I
time?
see where you're going. I actually didn't have time to shower after my bike ride this afternoon, so I'm
See?
feeling like this is great. So it's on brand right now.
You literally are Wild Ohio.
I'm wild in Ohio.
You got some growing. You can see the stench. That's all. Can you hear it?
Not really. It's just
Just bubbling.
dirt from the road.
You got something else in your shrubs. I don't know what that is. You can pick up a squirrel on the way.
And my shrubs, you said.
My shrubs. Kerner says, "Oh no, Mopar, please don't join the White Claw cult." He says, "I'm pissed. My beer hero is destroyed. I've turned to the dog side. Well, the White Claw side,
I guess the claw side.
claw side of the drinks.
The claw side of the drinks.
Those are.
Yeah, I think a 1 is a safe rating.
I'm wondering what other flavors if they has a flavor that I like watermelon or cherry or something. Whew, I might be on top of that. But peach and blueberry kind of long shots. For
I
me.
was let down by the Arnold Palmer flavor. I thought it would be way better,
Yeah.
but it wasn't, unfortunately. I think the peach was my favorite of the ones that I had. But no, I think a 1 is a safe bet. And our rating system, for those that ain't familiar,
It's 1 to 19, and 3 of them are 4.
Radical 7 is negative divided by 10 out of 10.
That's why this is happening.
3 out of 3. Amazing.
Perfect beer.
2 out of 3. Really good. 1 out of 3. Worth trying. 0 out of 3. Why did you put it in a can? What was the point?
How'd you get it here?
How? How is it in stores?
What's it,
How are you in business?
why is it available?
Yeah, I'd say this is a 1. Worth trying for sure.
Good day.
If you're a hardcore beer lover, then your wife might like this.
That's true. Or if she's not a beer fan, you might want to sprinkle a bit of this and test it out. So, Wild Oats over here. Here we go.
Sowing my oats.
Good day, Galaxy. So I'm Mopar Mayfield up in this bitch today. For you football fans, I was just feeling it today. I saw it in
Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
I don't
you
know
don't know
fuck
anything
about
about
fuck.
the
I
football.
don't know anything about.
But for all you football fans, I busted out my Baker Mayfield jersey. This actually was my wedding present from my wife. I got her nothing.
Oh, I do remember.
I got her nothing. I didn't. So, oh well.
I got my wife 2 rings. I figured that was enough.
That's what exactly. I ordered my own ring online.
So did I, man.
So yeah, I got. I was just feeling the football. I saw it hanging in the closet today, and I was like, you know what? I'm fucking wearing it today. I'm feeling the Baker vibe, Baker Mayfield.
Nice.
So the buzz is real in Cleveland around the Browns this year.
It's always real.
No,
They get their fucking hopes up every season,
Nope,
right?
it's never. We're not going to talk about Star Wars today, so don't get your hopes up.
We're not talking about the Browns. I know that much.
Well, let me just end it here. This is the first time I've ever been excited for the football season to start. All the other season, it's just been trash. So, the vibe is real.
All right.
Football.
Football.
So, yeah, I've been playing a little bit.
Your wife is on the chat right now,
Oh,
calling you
pissed.
out.
Yeah, but I ordered it. No, I think she did technically order it. What's your size? What color do you want? Click this thing. Do which one do you want? Yeah, it was kind of a hassle because we had to send it back. I ordered the ring sizer, the plastic little thing. Put it on. It fit fine, and then we ordered it. The first one was like, I can't feel my finger. So we had to upsize it like a full ring size.
What your size?
I don't know.
I think I'm 10 and a half. I can't remember.
Mine's smaller, obviously. I think mine's like a 9.
I was thinking about getting one of those silicone durable rings for just for more active stuff. So you don't have to take I take my ring off all the time, basically. Wash my hands. I take it off whenever I have to shower overnight, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's uncomfortable sometimes and it'll fall the fuck off, and I don't want to try to have that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody's like, is that glass armor? Is she a thing?
Oh shit!
Yes.
Everyone, glass armor, lay down the law, cuss these bitches out.
Lay it down. All right, guys. What happened?
All right, that's it. Bye.
Cheers to everything.
Episode 199. 197.
Cheers to the skies.
198. No, nothing major's been happening. We what did we do last weekend? Oh, it was July 4th recently. That was the most recent thing.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do for America?
We didn't really do anything. We cooked out. Neighborhood gentlemen's called and said, "We got meats. We're coming over." I'm like, okay. So we
Neighborhood gentlemen's.
Yeah, that's a cult I'm in. We would drink White Claws. The neighborhood gentlemen's. Got it. Yeah, we were just relaxed. We really didn't do anything. Class summer had a friend in from out of town, so we just kind of chilled and relaxed, which was much needed. It was a good weekend though.
Good.
It's so hot. But the other thing
I'm all
that I
about it.
started this week, which I'm just so fucking hyped, and I started a dance club too.
White Claw Dance Club.
White Claw Gentlemen's.
Serve White Claws only.
Yeah.
With shots in them.
I ended up going to Home Depot.
Sawing a lot of bitches.
Actually, so I started buying up a bunch of woodworking stuff, woodworking tools. So I got like a joint drill thing and a miter saw and a bunch of shit. So we're starting to build just little things today. I literally the first day was just joining like two pieces of wood, different ways, different styles, different depths, different nails.
Pulling up YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm. And then today we started building a box, which sounds dumb, but pretty much everything you build from here on out, whether it's a table, a chest of drawers, or whatever, it's all boxes, just in different forms. So we literally just started. I took a long board, cut it up into pieces, two sides, tops, bottoms, and started making the box. So that's what we're working on now.
Sounds
But
like fun.
I've always wanted to do woodworking
too.
stuff. So now that I have the area, I'm trying to jump on it. And we had some gift cards from the wedding, like Lowe's and Home Depot. So I was like, let's go
Okay.
fucking buy this shit and start sawing, cut in half, and
Buying stuff's exciting.
sawing, cut in half. And
That's how I almost got caught into buying a car today. I was just like, fucking, let's get everything.
oh, I might make a decision, but I research it for about 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
I'll sit there and be like, which color? Which is this? What have it?
You go to autotrader.com and type in what have it.
I ask Glass Armor, man. I sit on Auto Trader and look at every different model. What's all the engines? What are the options?
Yeah.
Where's everything?
Yeah,
Are there
all
any
the
deals going
trim
on?
models and
Should I
everything.
buy it brand new or the
Yeah.
used one's good? We'll see.
Yeah.
So I actually, if I could start a business, I love looking and researching vehicles. I love it. Finding the best deal
You could just start a car dealership.
and then going in and actually like talking them down in price. Oh, I'll sit there and stare at them and be like, you want me to fuck your mom? You better take another 500 off.
One of the slap and tickle.
slap and pickle. Oh man.
That's cool. Yeah, I've always wanted to do woodworking stuff. I've been doing more outdoorsy shit. I've been biking a lot. We went camping the night before the 4th, which was fun. And then it rained most of the night. And then we almost got attacked by a possum. And then we hiked the next day, which was fun, and hiking, and then came back. It's nothing too major, but I'm just getting my feet wet into camping. I bought a bunch of gear and I need some more gear. I'm gonna go steal some stuff from my mom, since they have a bunch of stuff, but they don't really camp anymore. So I'm gonna
Gear.
go steal some,
What gear do you need?
like a pop-up tent and like a fold-up table and like a wash bin and all that kind of, just like little things that you don't think you need. Like you might think going camping, you just need a tent and sleeping bags, but you need like a tarp for if it rains. You need a grill. You need firewood, fire starters, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, a little pop up.
A little awning to put over the picnic table
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. So the list just keeps going. Every time you think you are fully stocked, you need more shit. So kind of like audio gear and kind of like car stuff. And probably, as you're going to find out, woodworking stuff.
It's ridiculous.
It's never going to end. You're
It's-
going to need more tools
It is
and
ridiculous.
more joists. And is that a word? And more pieces of wood.
And gents and the japples. The japples are the worst. They're so expensive.
But I've been researching cycling and the Ohio to Erie Trail. Which
Recycling?
goes- cycling without the re.
Oh, I do it over and over.
Which
so it's
goes
recycled.
from, there's a trail that goes from Cleveland to Cincinnati.
Yep.
And I think all in all, it's like 270 miles, 280 miles.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking about by the end of the summer trying to do the leg from here to Cincinnati and then back because it's way easier than going to Cleveland. It's like 2/3 of the length and there's not that much elevation.
Oh yeah.
So it should be easier. So that's my plan is I'm going to try to keep cycling, build up some endurance and throw my tent and everything in a backpack and just bike on my way down to Cincinnati. So
Noise.
that's my plan.
There's a plan now.
Podcasting along the way.
There's a plan.
Oh, I rewatched The Dark Knight recently.
How bad was that?
So good.
Yeah.
The
What
only-
makes it? What makes it like? We'll get into this a little later, but when one of the lists I'm going to be talking about is movies.
How many sentences were started there?
What one of the lists that we're going to talk about is movies that do hold up from our childhood. But Dark Knight, what is it about the Dark Knight? Because I feel like that's probably one of my least favorite Batmans, not films, but Batmans. Like Christian Bale's Batman is probably one of my least favorites. Let's nix Kirsten Dunst's Batman, or what's the other one that does it?
Kirsten Dunst as Batman. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's one of my. I like Michael Keaton.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck's really good.
The old dude, Adam West.
George Clooney. George Clooney and
Oh, I forgot about him and Val Kilmer.
See?
I basically just dropped them out.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm telling you to do.
So you're asking what is the chemistry that makes Dark Knight so good?
Yeah.
Is that your question?
Is it simply the Joker?
Not simply the Joker. I think it's
I feel like the filmmaking's really good. It's
yeah.
really
I mean,
personal.
Nolan's a savage. It's really good. The score is really good. All the acting's good. I'm not huge on Christian Bale as Batman. I don't love it. I don't love his little vampire half teeth. I don't love his mouth sometimes. I was joking to the group chat when he has the Batman mask on, his lips like protrude so much it looks like he has a scuba mask on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know that skit about Batman trying to get horny and it's Pete Holmes as Batman.
Oh yeah.
Like accurately, like he's making his lips outrageous on purpose because that's what it looks like when he has a mask on. Not my favorite Batman, but I mean, I think it really revolves around Heath Ledger as the Joker, and it's comic book and superhero stuff like you've never seen before. Did Watchmen come out before or after that?
I would assume after.
I can't remember, but I feel like we have never seen anything like that before in filmmaking, especially in superhero films.
What though?
Just the anarchy of the Joker and how it's like demented and almost like a horror movie in certain scenes, like how crazy he is.
It's not a horror movie.
I said it's almost like a horror movie in certain scenes.
I know, but I never.
I
really
shouldn't
got
say
that.
horror then, psychological thriller maybe.
He really pushes the buttons of both good guys and bad guys. I feel like maybe that's the anarchy that you're going after, but yeah, I feel like he's on no one's side but his own, and
Yeah.
that's clear and apparent throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Because he's killing all the good bad guys, stealing their money, and also fucking with Batman. Because fuck him. You complete me.
It's great. It's really great.
Yeah, it really is.
It holds up. The only thing I really cringe at is, like I said, some of Batman's lines and just the way he delivers. It's shitty. It's audio. God, I can't handle it. And then-
Sounds like Julian. No one of these.
and then once Harvey turns into Two-Face, some of his line delivery
That-
gets a little cringy too.
Actually, I like him. Sayat! Because he's lost everything.
I know. I get the point. I was trying not to laugh when I saw it, but some of it was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I actually like the. Yeah, I mean his voice is bad. His voice is bad. Batman's voice is bad.
Yes.
Also, I feel like they upgraded Uncle Hart, or what's the uncle? What's the old Alfred? They upgraded
It's not
Alfred.
Uncle Alfred, except for Alicia.
Uncle Alfred. Why? Why? Who?
Uncle Alfred.
Uncle Alfred. How many marbles in your mouth, girl?
Oh God. They
Yeah, I feel
upgraded.
like in the Ben Affleck. I feel like Ben Affleck was a better Batman. I feel like Alfred was a better Alfred. Like he was more hands-on.
It's not better or worse.
Oh yeah,
I
better.
don't know. Well, I don't read the comics, so I don't know. Is Alfred supposed to be? How involved is Alfred? I mean, I know he knows everything, but is he just like his butler that gives him advice and helps him out with things, or does he literally like help craft his suits and come up with plans and do research and all that?
I feel like he has to be a part of it. First of all, you're a billionaire Batman dude. Like you have too many things going on to go out and physically build your own shit or repair the Batmobile or
Dude,
do all
right.
this shit.
This is what I was. That's one thing I was thinking of when I was watching this. They need to have a team of just laborers that work for Batman that don't know what's going on. Because if you look at all the crazy shit that he has and builds in the Batcave and like that entire telephone system that he creates in the Dark Knight to track down the Joker, Batman is not sitting down
Well, that's why he
fucking
has-
welding and soldering phones together to make that work.
That's why I used Lucretius Fox.
He can't do that either.
Well, no, because remember they were ordering shit from out of country and they ordered the wrong thing because they were brittle. And they're like, I'll order another one with the fibers in it this time.
Still,
At least
who's
we have
setting all
extras.
that shit up?
Alfred. That's what I'm saying. He has to have more hands.
They
on.
need more people than just those three.
That's where Alfred comes in.
Alfred.
She comes in and designs the costumes with the nipples.
Where we were going with the Alfred thing is, I don't know if the Jeremy Irons is from Batman vs Superman is necessarily better. I just think it's refreshing for us because it's a change. It's not the old Alfred that just serves him eggs. You know what I mean?
And I always pictured Alfred. I know we grew up with the 90s Alfred who was 110 years old. He was older than Dumbledore, went to high school with Jesus Christ. And I feel like that was never my Alfred. I always wanted, Alfred was more of like an uncle to Batman. So maybe 10, 15 years older, like a young uncle. But like, dude, you should probably chill the fuck out. But old Alfred's like, Ritalin.
Like when Bruce's parents died, Alfred was like 25 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bruce
I'm with
was like
that.
13.
Yeah, and I love the Jeremy Irons one. I still think Batman vs Superman is one of the best superhero movies ever. I don't know why it got so much hate. I think it's super underrated, and I love Affleck as Batman, and I love Jeremy Irons as Alfred for sure. I do. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
So I did recently see an Instagram post of the 4 Spider-Men. Which was your favorite, including the one
4?
from the comic or the animated?
Oh, the
film.
cartoon.
Animated film. Not
You
the
know-
cartoon, the animated film. The
Oh, Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. So the little, I forget his name.
Are we talking Miles? Or are we talking
Miles.
Peter Parker?
Miles. Well, which one's your favorite? Because Miles, just the character
It's
themselves.
like that's a different Spider-Man though.
I know, but which one's your favorite?
So I'm saying, are we talking Tobey Maguire,
Tobey Maguire.
Tom
Andrew Garfield.
Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Jake Johnson, who was the Peter Parker in Spider-Verse?
Sure. Well, just which version of it is your favorite? Because I actually really like the Spider-Verse. He wasn't like a crazy intelligent kid. He was just kind of down on his luck, trying to like keep everything together. Because I feel like the other ones, first of all, if you say Jake or Gyllenhaal, what is that one?
That was Mysterio in the new one.
See, I got it close.
Who were you at? Tobey Maguire?
Tobey Maguire, terrible.
No.
He's last in line for me, by far.
See, there's the issue with
You
are
haven't seen
we
it.
talking about just how the character fits as Peter Parker? Are we talking
Which
about
one's your
the
favorite
movie
Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
Duh. But I also like
Yeah.
the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse. That's so good. It's so unique too.
I will say that the Tobey Maguire trilogy though is not terrible, and for when it came out compared to the other superhero movies at that time, it was still pretty good. I just think looking back, Tobey Maguire is an obvious 35-year-old man being in a senior in high school getting into a fight in the cafeteria. Like there's a lot of just tropes that were early 2000s nonsense that now like they don't hold up. Dark Knight holds up even what has it been 15 years?
Yeah. There was like 10 reasons or 10 things I hate about you, but in a superhero movie. Like,
Yeah.
it was just like, let's go to high school, and there's a guy that I don't like, and he likes my girl, but I don't know what to do,
Well,
and let's get into a fight.
It just took them a fucking long time to figure out how to do superhero movies the right way.
a long time. Since what? 60... half decade, dude. That's what it took. We had
I would
Batmans and Supermans, and then with it, what nightmares of Elektra and all this devil damn bullshit in the 90s.
I don't know what happened between like the 50s and the 90s. I would say starting with Batman in 89 to today, I feel like it did take them a little while to figure out how to do the superhero thing.
You're
the
not
right way.
including the 70s Superman movies?
I never watched those, so I don't know.
Good. They're I don't know. I haven't seen them either.
I know the theme by John Williams.
The other thing that's gotten immensely better are the scores. People finally, base everything off Star Wars. Are like, wait, no, I mean it. Like Star Wars set a standard for scores, and everyone's like, oh shit, that can truly change an entire franchise.
I think people have known that. It's just been.
Star Wars without the score is not Star Wars.
I think it's just been like, oh, it's a superhero movie. Maybe a few things aren't as important. They didn't treat it the same way. Maybe I'm just making that up. I don't work in Hollywood, so I don't know.
But do you remember the score of the Spider-Man movies, the thousands?
No, it wasn't memorable.
There was like some Eminem.
Like it was still. So it was back then when it was like very soundtrack driven and not score. There was like a Nickelback song on the soundtrack, I think. Yeah.
It was like a Nelly. Ayo, ayo, Spider-Man. Is that it?
Okay, please cut that out. Please cut that out and make it into a song on iTunes so I can buy it.
Ayo,
Hey, yo, Spider-Man.
oh shit.
I don't know. Yeah, I think out of the Spider-Mans. So I have a fucking issue here. I feel guilty saying that all the newest shit is my favorite shit. But Tom Holland's my favorite Spider-Man and Ben Affleck's my favorite Batman.
Things evolve, man.
Yeah.
I do actually like Michael Keaton as Batman. I do like him as Batman.
Yeah.
It's just the movies he was in was like, they're dated, clearly.
Yeah.
Like, they tried to do a 50s movie in the 80s, and it still was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. I still love Batman Returns, though. Tommy Boy's throwing out that it's Danny Elfman did Spider-Man movies. So, I'm sure it wasn't bad, but it wasn't memorable for me.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the score sounded like. I remember even before I rewatched The Dark Knight recently, I remember exactly the feel, the tone of The Dark Knight. I know Batman's little 2-note theme. The Joker's like insane crescendo of distorted cello and everything. Yeah.
What is happening? Oh, they're about to blow up a bank. Oh, so memorable.
That
So
opening.
good.
It is though.
I know, I hear you, but it's kind of ridiculous.
Well, that was the thing. That's why it was so fucking cool that Hans threw it that way. It was like Batman's theme in the Nolan trilogy is 2 fucking notes. Because it's not about the theme itself. It's like the tone that sets whenever that comes up in the score, whenever Batman does something cool.
That's a good point. Like, yeah. So in Nolan's trilogy, it wasn't a grand, it was just like setting the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of
Like, you know how in the original trilogy, like every time a main character does something, they play that Force theme every single fucking time.
oh yeah.
It was less of that in it's more subtle.
Every action scene, there's just bongos. And you're like,
every fucking time. I'm gonna drink one of these.
so, yeah.
Do you want this?
Ooh,
Since you didn't like the beer or the tea.
yeah, I might sip on that.
So Dark Knight was good. I was watching.
Guess the scene before we fuck around
fucking
anymore.
forgetfulness.
Fucking memorandums.
All right, so if you're not familiar, we guess the scene every week. We pick a random number and try to figure out what's happening at that time code in a Star Wars film.
I see 6.
And the winner gets nothing. What you see?
I'm looking for
We'll see it. What you doing?
304. Let's just do 30. 30 minutes into episode 6.
3. Okay. Wait, 304. 30 minutes in A New Hope. We done that
Oh,
recently,
no.
though.
Sorry. I did episode 6. I saw 6 pieces. And then 304 was the number.
Oh,
But
I think we just did 6 last time, though.
let's do Rogue One because we haven't done Rogue One for a while. And let's do 30 minutes into Rogue One.
30 minutes into Rogue One. All right, everybody, play along. 30 minutes into the film Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. What the fuck is happening on the screen, guys?
As Commander kind of tunes this up, Shinobi said Willem, I'm sorry, I would call him William. Willem Dafoe was such a great cast for the original for the Gremlin.
Green Goblin.
Green Salamander.
Great, and it was James Franco surprisingly great too in that.
I agree. Yeah, I do agree. I'm just trying to like take it all in because I'm trying to take the movie out of it and just focus on the casting because the movie is not bad, but it feels dated. It does feel very like late 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think they're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's I forgot that he's in that.
It's his
James
son,
Franco
and then in the second one
Gets pissed. Yeah.
Yeah. Yup.
Good day.
All right, so Rogue One.
Rogue One, 30 minutes in. Let's run through it real quick. They're in on the Black Desert thing and girl. Okay.
Iceland.
Is that Iceland?
Yeah.
The Black Beaches of Iceland?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yep, and then rescued, and then she's in jail. And then we see some initial skirmishing on Jeddah, I think, with Saw's people. And then Jin gets captured by K2. Or we got the whole thing with Cassian on the
on Jeddah
when
City.
he kills his dude and then escapes.
Is that on Jeddah City?
It's a planet killer.
No, that's
No.
that's where it's the two planets connected.
The Ring of Caffeine.
Whoever she is.
The Ring of Caffeine.
Ring of we can't
The Ring of Kathleen.
I think
And then he goes to the base, and then they talk about it, about
think-
Galen, and then they go to pick up Jin from jail.
I think it's got to move pretty quickly. I think they're. Why does she get a gun? Like after the rebels or the rebellion have interrogated her and said,
Yep.
okay, I think they're suiting up and getting ready to take
I was
off
just about to say that.
to Jeddah City. I'm gonna actually say K2 saying, why does she get a gun? I don't get a gun.
All right, I'm going to say, I was going to guess that, but I don't want to pick the same one. So I'm going to say they're landing on Jeddah City. Or on the moon, or whatever.
30
and
minutes,
prepping.
man. Okay, get your guesses in. I'm trying to think of what all the other little in betweens, because what kind of Imperial nonsense happens in between any of that? Because there's got to be some.
I don't think much. I think she has one flashback in a dream, and that's it.
Well,
There's
no.
not much.
What's his face? Krennic.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any scenes.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's talking to Tarkin and everything. Yeah.
He's got to take up at least 4 or 5 minutes. We'll see here. 30 minutes in Rogue One. We'll see where we're at here. Ooh!
Oh, I went too far. Sorry.
They're already on Jeddah City.
Yeah. 28.
Wait, they're being. Okay.
So they've already walked into the city, and it's right before that tank gets hit, and then there's a whole little skirmish thing.
Man, I was pretty close because they have to be taken off right before that. I'm probably a few minutes away. Fuck.
Oh, they're meeting Cheer at 30.
Right there. Girl! What? Yeah, he's asking her about her necklace. Yeah. Was that kyber crystal around your neck or some shit?
Cheer's such a badass.
I think he's a super interesting character just because
He's so
he's not
cool.
connected to anything. Finally, we're getting these like characters. Like you could see a Wookiee and you don't necessarily think that it's a Clone Wars Wookiee. No, it could just be an enslaved Wookiee that doesn't really relate to Kashyyyk anymore. Kashyyyk's been destroyed.
Yeah.
So
So about 25 is when they're taking off. Actually, a little bit before that. 24, 23.
oh man,
That's
Yeah,
when the
so I was-
flashback is. Yes, we were both off. Oh boy.
Well,
So did you win?
did you have it?
Get it right? Did you have it? Was it taking it? Happened duded it?
Jeddah fighting the Imperials. Oh, Shinobi got it almost dead on. He was like 30 seconds off. Yeah, we'll give you the win.
Yeah.
Shinob's wins.
We got a 1 minute grace period.
Yes. Man, that movie moves quickly. I mean, we're talking. There's a lot of scenes that happen. The landing.
It moves quick in the beginning,
Also,
and
the
then it
very
moves slow.
the very beginning of that movie is one of my favorites.
Really?
The very beginning.
Oh, just how it comes in after the title. Yeah.
Did you not like that? I know you
I
don't.
did.
I know you don't like the solo beginning, but
No. I like the solo beginning. I'm just annoyed that they ditched the title. They ditched the crawl and then basically did the crawl again in solo. In Rogue One, they didn't do it. And
they
I'm
had
cool
to
with
switch it
that.
up. You can't do the crawl.
Dropping the crawl was switching it up.
Yeah, but you can't do the crawl with it not being an episode.
They didn't need it. They were talking about Han Solo scum stuff. Lady
Yeah.
Proxima stealing things. You could have got that just by them
it's a
talking about, hey, do you steal this? Well, Lady Proxima's pissed.
It's a good point. I would really like to see the original takes of all that. And what was did they change story stuff?
I would
or-
like to see a plot synopsis of what Lord and Miller were going to do. That was a big uproar after Spider-Verse 2. It was like, Spider-Verse was so good. What if Lord and Miller had done Solo?
Is that who did it?
Yeah.
Because there was two guys, right? You're saying Lord and Miller.
Yeah. Chris something and Phil, everybody.
What could have been? I feel like they jumped off a cliff. Not jumped off a cliff. They went somewhere where Disney was not ready to go yet.
Possibly.
They're like, pull it back, and they're like, no, I want to make my movie. You hired me to make this movie, and they're like, listen, bitch, we signed your paycheck. You do it or don't.
I'm very happy with what we got for Solo, though. I like Ron Howard's American Graffiti heist stuff. I liked it a lot. that I
The
need to
Snyder
say.
cut of Solo exists.
I did hear it could have been totally fake, but the Snyder cut of Justice League is a thing.
What does
It
that
could have
mean,
been
though?
fake though, because
of Justice League. Yeah,
Justice
sorry.
League. Yeah,
Yep, I had Batman vs Superman in my head.
yeah, that already exists, and it's one of the best superhero movies ever. I know I said that already in this episode, but I seriously do believe that.
I might end up like falling asleep to that tonight.
I really think it's so good, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But not just good, like groundbreaking. But whatever. Everyone just wants to get pissed about.
It's a weird scene, but I think it makes sense. I still stand by it.
It's not a weird scene. He just says it weird 3 times. And then it's over. And then that's
But
it.
you got to think he's like demonized. He's possessed by the death of his mother and father. That's the whole reason he wears the suit. The whole goddamn reason.
Yeah.
His parents were like the champions of Gotham per se, and they died in the city that they were like trying to help. And he's like, I can't follow their rules. I want to still do good.
Yeah.
The whole reason he puts on the jockstrap and has the nipples. Of course, when someone says Martha, he goes straight to what the. That's what he should have said.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you just say? But they can't do that, so he said Martha over and over, and he couldn't get it out of his head. He's possessed by that. The same way he's possessed like by being Batman. He can't get it out, so I get
I
it.
think it makes perfect sense.
Now, is there a better way to do it? Sure.
Yeah,
Maybe.
just have Henry Cavill not like grunt it. That I think it just the way he says it is the issue for me.
Even if he didn't say it, like if he said, "Just to save Martha," if he just looked at him like, or asked, "What did you just say?" Martha who, or something along like. There's other ways to do it.
It's his mother's name.
Martha. Martha who? I said Margaret Thatcher.
Your mom, bitch.
Your mom, hobo.
Your mom's so fat.
Your mom has it.
Oh my
Good
god.
day. All right.
You got something to talk about?
Yeah. So, my Amazon order shipped, by the way.
Very good.
So if you guys want to steal it off my porch, head on over to the day. So what I did,
I know where you live, so I'm gonna get it.
we moved again. Damn it, not again. So what I put together was 2 lists. This was based off of one of the recent conversations that we had about the 90s. We were going back and looking at different movies and talking about them. Actually, what was it? The 10 or 20 worst 90s movies. And that really kind of ticked us off, but a lot of them made sense.
Well, a lot of them I had never heard of ever.
Yeah.
And then it was just like Hook that pissed me off. It's
Yeah,
like, why is Hook on this
exactly.
list?
So what I did was I put together 2 lists. 2 lists. I'm gonna go through one of them. The other one's gonna be patron only. So I'm gonna leave it up to Commander here.
Oh, I get to
Or
pick.
actually, no, you're not important enough.
One of you picks.
Yeah, one of the live people here. So the lists are the 10 movies that do hold up that were like my favorite in the 90s, or the 10 that don't hold up. So do or don't. I'm gonna go with the first one that I see that anybody live.
it up to you guys.
So do you guys want to go over the list that do hold up for me or that don't hold up?
614-975-1340. First caller of the night gets the fucking answer. Who wants to win it?
1-800.
Yeah, Shock Jock Heroes.
1-800.
There we
have it.
go. Now we just got to sit here and wait. What do DJs on the radio do when they're waiting for somebody to call in?
They just hit.
They
the,
usually play
commercial button.
songs, but we can't play songs. will get taken off of stuff.
I'll just put like a Mighty Mouse theme on.
Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow.
We gotta have it going down. Okay, Tommy Boy says don't. All right. So we're going to be doing the top 10 list that I absolutely loved as a kid. And I rewatched it. Not good. Very not good as well. Good.
I didn't prepare a list, but if there's any that I know off the top of my head that you don't have, I'll throw those out as well.
Okay. So, starting, and like I said, the top 10 that do hold up is going to be patrons only. I'll do that separate.
Listen.
So, and I didn't put these in any order, but I put the list here. So, don't. We'll start off with number 1 that I
Number
loved.
one.
Remember, I wasn't a human per se when I was a kid, so I loved.
No, you were a kid.
I mean, I loved some pretty wonky stuff, but I remember going back and rewatching, and or like buying a DVD and going back and rewatching. I was like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
So number 1, Page Master.
Oh wait, all right. Hang on.
That's like the
Let me
Macaulay Culkin
I was
animated.
I was just gonna say that. Let me pull up. Whatchamacallit? What should I do? IMDb.
Sure. So I forget what year it was. It had the wizard in it.
Oh, and Christopher Lloyd too.
Page Master. You know, maybe the day that I tried to rewatch it, I just wasn't into it. But holy fuck, it was bad. I couldn't get like 20 minutes in.
So it goes back and forth between animated, right? Or is it all
I think
animated?
I think what happens is he starts human, gets stuck in the animated world, and he needs help getting out of it.
Because he's in a library or something, right?
Well, it's part of it. Yeah, he gets stuck and he's getting attacked by books. And look, he's making friends with Queen stories of all the Stone Ages. What is that face? Stop having it.
I'm gonna Photoshop that. I did something.
Yeah, it was truly unwatchable. So Page Master's my number 1. Do you remember 1994? I mean, we're looking old.
I probably only saw it like that one time, but I do remember Christopher Lloyd, and I do remember that it was a library, and it was like half animated and half not.
I feel like I remember the premise was pretty cool because it was like he was getting stuck in a game almost. But everything that was happening to him, I was like, what is this? Unwatchable. Unwatchable. Sorry. All right, moving right along.
Okay.
I'm sad I had to put this on here because the soundtrack was actually one of my favorites as a kid, simply because I think there was a Zeppelin song on it.
Oh, Small Soldiers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Small Soldiers is my number 2 on the list. The Gorgonites and all this. Now, a lot of people might disagree with me on this, but holy unwatchable shit. They're fighting.
Kirsten Dunst was in this.
Yeah, she was the girl in it. Look
Dennis
at the scooter.
Leary.
Look at the scooter. I already hate it. They're fighting little dudes and they're like losing. They're shooting like BB guns at. Look at the kid. I gotta watch that the whole time on that scooter with the Dunst.
The Dunst.
Oh man, I like the premise of it, but like the action when they're fighting these little action figures. Are you fucking kidding me?
I thought it was so cool because it was like, was this before or after Toy Story?
Oh,
I think it was after. So this was like, Toy Story was cool. My toys come to life. And this one was like, my toys come to life and fucking try to kill me.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know what it is. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people might not agree with me on that, but I was watching like an action figure choke someone out. I was like, just pull him off, throw to the ground, step on him. Like, what the fuck is happening?
You know what's random is the main general guy always reminds me of the general captain dude in Avatar. I don't know if you remember anything about Avatar. I don't think anybody does.
Spent too much money on it, seeing it once. Oh man. All right, want to move along?
Did Infinity War ever beat that, by the way?
Move along. I don't think so.
That's so fucking dumb. All right, what's next?
Number 3, Godzilla 2000.
Oh man, I love this one. I really do.
Absolutely loved it.
Wait, 98?
Yeah, that must be it. I just wrote down 2000. Yeah. I thought the movie's name was Godzilla 2000.
Wait a second.
No, that's the one.
No,
because
I
it had
have
Matthew
a
Broderick.
bad feeling that this. No, you're right. There was another one.
That's not the one I'm talking about, though. It was the Matthew Broderick one.
All right, good.
Yeah. So the Godzilla from 1998, I loved it. I remember renting it from Blockbuster. I loved it so much. It's such a long movie. What's the runtime on it?
219.
That's pretty long for the 90s.
Yeah.
And it just drags on. It hatches babies, and I actually do kind of like the change of the physical Godzilla.
I want to see red carpet shit. Where's the fucking pictures from the movie?
P Diddy was in it. He made.
Oh, this is the one he did.
Led Zeppelin, the Kashmir.
Yeah, he did the sample of Kashmir. Come with me. I used to fucking love that song.
Yeah.
I really wish I could see like shots from the actual movie. Here we go.
Shinobi is disagreeing with everything. I love Godzilla. Next. Pissed. Yeah, it was. I thought it was a kind of a cool, different premise. Matthew Broderick was terrible. Sorry. And the physical Godzilla, the way they changed him, looking like kind of like a square face Godzilla, I thought it was cool and different.
I'd love to pull up a picture of it so I can compare.
They can't. It's
but
all
it's just
ads.
ads and fucking behind the scenes.
And feet. It's just Godzilla feet.
Is this the Godzilla?
Yeah, he's in the background.
Is this Godzilla? He got jacked on Soylent. Is that what's happening?
On what? Soybeans.
Whatever this fucking thing is about.
Soylent. Jacked on Soylent.
So I've told a story before where I got my very first DVD player for Christmas one year, and with it I got a bunch of DVDs. With it came Attack of the Clones. Watched that 40 million times.
A bunch.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
and Godzilla.
Nice.
I watched this a lot actually.
That's a solid one.
Like back when when was this? Like about 2000. When I was 12, 13, yeah. I liked it. I watched it a lot.
You know how far behind we were? I remember when episode 1 came out, we had the option between VHS and DVD. I chose VHS because we didn't have a DVD player yet. That was 99. By the time it came out on DVD, maybe 2000. Like, we were so far behind. So, all right, moving right along. And this one's an obvious one. Batman Forever. I loved Batman Forever. And because we tried to do fanboy commentary to it, atrociously bad. I mean, unwatchable bad.
I think I liked Batman Forever so much, not only because I was 8, but I already loved Batman. Batman was my favorite thing back when I was a kid. For as much as I don't know about his true story, because I never read the comics, I love Batman. And I also love Jim Carrey. So the fact that he was in Batman, I think, made this one of my favorite ones back when I was younger. But yeah, we did wait, this is not the right thing. Oh yeah, it is. We did commentary to this. Oh my god,
it was hard to do commentary to it because it was that bad. Usually, like anything with substance that's goofy, but oh my god, like that's what we were watching. Oh man, Jim Carrey. I'm sorry, it was bad. I feel bad saying that because Jim Carrey's so good in almost everything. And of course, Tommy Lee Jones.
I think they both.
Two-Face?
I think they both played the part.
No, they were the same character. You remember every time they each got on screen, they just did that laugh.
I think they played the part.
Oh, it was bad.
My
bad.
issue is Val Kilmer.
Terrible.
Like, come on.
And she was trying to get banged by him, right?
She's trying to get banged by everybody.
Remember that?
And it was the whole like mind reading machine was so weird.
Yeah,
and then
with the blender on the head.
Yeah, and then Jim Carrey created this fucking like island fortress. Like that kind of stuff just made no sense.
But as a kid,
I remember I
liked it.
I had a puzzle of this movie cover that I did so many times.
I had an action figure set of the Batcave from this movie.
Look at Robin's face.
I'm trying hard.
She's hunched over.
This is
Robin's like punching the air.
I
remember I always had a hard time putting his glove together on the puzzle.
What?
I had the puzzle of this movie poster.
Oh.
And his glove was always a fucking pain in the ass.
Oh man, it's so bad. I
kind of want to watch it in 4K Ultra HD though.
Look at the standard definition. That's all you're gonna see. It's the pixels.
I remember this movie cover too with the Riddler.
That's my favorite one. See, I always liked the Riddler. I thought it was a cool character, but
yeah.
Oh man, it was bad. All right, moving right along. This is gonna piss a lot of people off, I think.
That's the last time you can say that.
This one might make me mad. So Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, the movie?
Yep.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's really bad.
So bad. The best part about it is that it ends with
ends with Van Halen.
Van Halen, baby. That's one thing that me and Travis always talk about.
Who's the Keira Knightley girl with the tubes? Woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Oh my god.
Gold
But
R.
this one might be on that list of like so bad that it's good things, don't you think? How recently have you seen it?
It's been a minute, maybe within the last 2 years, but see, there's a lot of cool aspects to this one. I loved them getting their ninja Zords, ninja Megazords.
8-ball corner
That was
pocket.
cool. Yeah,
solid.
8-ball. Like it was. There was parts of it that were really cool.
Tommy Boy said the same thing. 8-ball corner pocket. Kimberly's hot. They get different kinds of Zords, I think.
Dulcia, there she is. She's got the tubes. She's good with them.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, she's got the Ray stick. We figured out the Ray's mom.
That is Ray's mom.
That's
There
Ray's
we
mom.
go. Theory confirmed.
Look at that. What did they do to die?
What the fuck did he just say?
Oh man.
Look at what he's gonna do to die.
I can't handle it. I hope no one's watching or listening. But,
Lord Zed is fucking savage.
First of all, Lord Zed was the best part of that movie because he actually looked cool.
Ivan Ooze is awesome.
Zordon looks
Human
like
Zordon sucks.
he looks like he's got like the weighted blanket on him and he
Human-
just can't get up. He's too weak.
Human Zordon's terrible.
I'm too weak. He looks like episode 3.
Palpatine.
Help.
If Palpatine had went light side when he got zapped, he would look like Zordon.
Yeah. Okay, moving along.
Oh man, I
there was a
love
lot of- there was a
Power
lot of-
Rangers so much though.
Yeah, there's a lot of high point. Well, that's the issue. You go back to the TV show, it's atrociously bad. But it was cool because it was different. It was like the first time we saw. Oh, there
Hell
we go.
yeah, what are we doing here?
What are we tubins? She's got the stick. She knows.
Leap to our doom.
Leap to our doom. Oh yeah, the gack that got into the people's fingernails and he couldn't get out, so they just started killing children.
Galactically fed.
Galactically fed.
Oh man. I
There's-
remember
yeah.
my grandpa took me around to, I think it was either Burger King or McDonald's, like once a week up until the movie came out, so I could get all the commemorative cups.
Yeah.
It was each Zord, I think. Yeah, they changed up the Zords for this one, didn't they?
Well, they didn't bring out the normal Zords. I think
So he
Ivan
had like the
Ooze-
White Falcon.
No. It was all different.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The
had
Black
the
Ranger had the
frog.
frog. She had the saber-toothed tiger, which was I think the same, right?
Yeah, I think only 2 of them are different. I can't remember. Though.
No, because the blue one had the wolf now,
That's right. Yeah,
and Tommy, what was the gorilla?
it was like a falcon.
No, it was a gorilla. I'm sorry,
Oh.
not Tommy. Jason. Jason had a gorilla.
It wasn't Jason anymore. It was Rocky.
Rocky.
Yeah, they're different. They changed around some of the people too.
Yeah, you're right.
Aisha is the Yellow Ranger was different. Black Ranger was different. Wait, they were all different except for the White and the Pink Ranger.
And Billy Cranston, the
and the
Blue Ranger,
All right, so they were half different. Sorry.
half different, part different.
All right, moving on. Moving right along.
I lumped 2 of them into the same one.
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year and Little Big League.
Ooh.
Now I know Tommy Boy's gonna hate me for this, but those 2 baseball movies were so good when I was a kid, and now that I'm old, it's like, Jesus, this is cringy. The one is he becomes the manager of the Twins, and none of the guys want to listen to him. But
Oh, I never saw this one, but Rookie of the Year is the one where he becomes the pitcher.
yeah, he
I
breaks
did
his
see that
arm. Now Rookie of the Year, I kind of lumped him into. I think Rookie of the Year is probably better. So maybe I'll just keep this one. Or what's the one with the monkey? Monkey helps us win. Remember that one?
Oscar helps us victory.
I should have put Dunstan checks in on this list. I did.
Yeah.
Or maybe I did. No, I didn't. Yeah, there's some crazy bad ones, but Little Big League was bad. It's bad.
I don't think I ever saw it, but I do remember Rookie of the Year. I was big into baseball back when I was younger. So
Well, we had those 2. We had Angels in the Outfield. We had Baseball Bud with
Wild
the
Things.
Wild Things. Yeah, there was
That-
a lot
I think
of.
that was the 80s technically, but still.
Well, that's it happening. Yeah. All right, this next one I saw recently. I turned it off. I couldn't get through any of it.
Yes.
Honey, I blew up the kid.
Is that the second one?
Yes. The first one's a classic.
I don't remember that.
Even for how big or how old the first one was, classic. I could rewatch it. The second one is so bad. Dude, there's just big tennis shoes laying everywhere, and they're acting like he's huge.
I'm not gonna call you Rick Moranis anymore.
It's so bad.
Looks like the kid's about to piss.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid is the worst. I would watch the 3rd, 4th, and 8th one over Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. It was so bad. Dude, halfway through, he gets the Godzilla size, and he puts his brother in his fucking front pocket, and they're going around, and they're like shooting at him. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. It's ugh.
I haven't seen any of these in fucking forever. If I see that fucking ass in this fucking thing, goddamn Napoleon show on this shit.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw the 2nd or 3rd one. Yeah, I don't remember any of the stuff.
It's yeah, not good at all. There's like evil scientists and shit in this one.
course.
It's just not good.
Of course.
All right, again, classic to everybody else. I almost don't want to say it. I feel like you might get pissed.
I might. Let's do it. I'm trying to get pissed.
Gremlins.
No, I haven't seen Gremlins in forever, man.
Not a.
Not 90s movie. You fail. Put it off your list, bitch.
Well, I what I did was childhood films,
Gremlins 2.
but Gremlins. I feel bad saying it because it is such a classic. But wow,
But I think it's one of those that it's a classic because it's bad, though.
is that it?
It's a Jim Henson thing, right? He did all the Gremlins, right?
Oh, maybe he did. I don't know. I didn't think of that. Everybody's saying, yeah, it's 80s. I premised the whole list incorrectly. I said childhood films that do or don't live up to my memory.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gremlins. I would still sit here and watch Gremlins. It's a solid story throughout. It's the action. Like these little creatures are just like literally. I remember the mom stabbing one. I'm like, dude, just pick him up and throw him. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Who's that?
That's Fred.
Oh, yeah, Corey Feldman.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fake snow in it. Yeah, that's where he buys the gremlin. Mogwai.
James Franco?
Jimmy Franklin.
Benjamin Frankie?
I'm not saying any more about that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that shit in forever.
I just Tommy Boy says the original Gremlins is still good. Gremlins 2 isn't great. I actually personally liked Gremlins 2 better. Maybe I should have switched Gremlins to Gremlins 2. Well, as a kid. Stop it.
Is that you?
Who had it?
It's so dark out there. What if we get a serial killer up in here?
What if we have one?
What if you are one?
Do you want one on as guest?
Yeah.
Come here. All right, we got 2 left. Again,
Star Wars.
I watched one of them very recently. I actually got through it, but it was bad. Beethoven.
Oh. You know, I'm not a fan of anything Steve Martin's in, I don't think. He's in this, right? Am I thinking of the right person?
No, it's the other. It's that. Yeah, that guy. He's worse than Steve Martin. He's Mark Martin.
You know the face Harrison Ford makes when he's annoyed as Han Solo? That's him all the time. He is that face all the time. Charles Grodin. Sorry, I don't know why I thought it was Steve Martin.
Again, great storyline. So long and short of it, when I went to my grandmother's house, they had 2 movies that I watched all the time. One of them was Beethoven, the other one was Wayne's World. And they had the VHSs, so I would
90s.
So I would watch either or. Everybody was talking and drinking, so I would be a kid and watch fucking VHS. Watched it all the time. It's so bad.
David Duchovny.
Those are Mowgli and Bugs.
God, these outfits. I think the 90s had the worst fashion of anything ever.
Oh, truth. Peter Lou is also pretty bad.
Dog was terrified.
That's
How big are these glasses? Those are adult-sized glasses that are too big for an adult, and they put them on this child. Dog movies are always heartwarming, though. It wasn't even heartwarming anymore. No,
it was worse than.
You just wanted to punch the dog at the end.
It was worse than Sandlot. You know those like Sandlot cut scenes that like it would just be a jaw and it would be like chopping. It was much worse than that. Like Sandlot, they had to make him look monstrous and big, and it was almost from a kid's point of view. This one was like, that's not even a dog. Like they're just what? Ooh, I like this movie now.
Kerner's favorite movie.
Kerner's favorite movie.
Oh, Travis was saying that this guy freaked him out.
That's true. He was an evil
He's the bad guy.
veterinarian.
He's the antagonist.
He was an evil veterinarian. That's what we're getting down to.
All right, last one.
Last.
It better be big. I'm good.
And least. I don't know if I've rewatched this too recently. Brave Little Toaster.
What the fuck?
You don't remember the Brave Little Toaster?
No. You got some wacky shit on this list.
You don't remember the Brave Little Toaster?
What the hell are you babbling about?
With his friend the blanket?
What is that?
I told you it's bad.
Dude, I don't like clowns, man. This is not good.
They're fighting AC units up in this bitch. Like this movie's fucked.
What is happening?
I'm telling you, the Brave Little Toaster. I can't believe. Yeah.
What is happening? It looks like a slow donkey.
Man, everybody, I'm getting slack for this. Maybe I have to rewatch Brave Little Toaster. I feel like I watched it like a decade ago, and I was I'm
See,
never.
what's happening is all these people are saying as if because they haven't rewatched it. So you guys are about to have your brain shattered when you actually go rewatch this.
See?
That's the whole point of the list.
Because even Padilla's saying Brave Little Toaster was savage. I thought that was Kerner. Oh, they both said it.
You guys are hammered.
They both said it exactly the same.
The fuck is this?
Yeah.
All the appliances just fight together?
Yep. See?
Great.
It's not good, guys. Blanky. He has like no nose, and remember it?
Wow. There's so many on this list I haven't even like
Lamp and radio.
What? What?
Oh man.
What the hell is that?
I passed that guy on the way in. He was saying on 71 South, asking for money.
Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe, and that's the one that, like I said, I haven't seen for a while. Maybe I'll try to rewatch it again. Runners up. Let's see here. Runners up. Still bad. Oh, I put bad, but still bad. So I liked it, but I knew it was bad in the 80s or in the 90s. Mario Brothers.
Yeah, terrible.
I knew that was bad watching it as a kid, and I still watched it.
Yeah. Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers with the bad guys.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
those tiny little
dinosaur heads.
Yeah, those
The harmonica.
the harmonicans.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. It's like what's supposed to be like a dystopian future. Dennis Hopper. I forgot he was in that. And she's in other shit too. I can't remember. Oh, she's the aunt in Harry Potter. God, I haven't seen this in so long. Yeah, that was terrible.
But I knew that was bad.
That was really
watching
bad.
it.
We talked about this recently, but Mortal Kombat, terrible.
Mortal
Absolutely
Kombat,
fucking terrible.
True.
Both
there's,
of them.
There's probably a lot of them that I could have put on there. Another one that I remember being bad, and probably still is Short Circuit. Number 5.
You're pulling all of them out today, huh?
Remember Short Circuit, the robot that comes alive?
No.
Number 5 is alive.
No, I don't remember rhyming stuff.
They build this robot, and he starts like getting feelings, and I think he's supposed to be like a military robot, and he gets loose. Is that my mom?
It's a prequel to WALL-E. Is that what you mean?
Woman looked like my mother. Right there. Looks like a young madam. Yeah, so I think he's like a military project or like something like that, and he gets loose, and this girl picks him up, and she's kind to him, and he likes that.
It's WALL-E.
Number 5 is alive.
It's fucking WALL-E.
Is it Johnny 5? Johnny 5 is alive.
All right, let me pull some up here. I'm just gonna scroll through this list quickly and just see if anything pops up, and I can complain about it. I guess these aren't just kids movies; they're just movies in general.
Jam?
I did talk major shit about
Space Jam?
Con Air recently.
Yeah?
That's terrible. It's
You
on
said
Hulu if anybody wants to watch it.
You said Space Jam didn't hold up. I still like it.
Nah, Space Jam was bad, man.
See,
Space Jam was bad.
I still like the comedy in Space Jam.
No,
Nope.
it was bad. All these comedies that had similar tropes like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Tommy Boy. I think those are all still good.
Yeah, they're unique enough.
I don't know how Hook got a 26% on this shit.
I truly don't.
I
know
need
either.
to rewatch it, I guess. Mortal Kombat is higher than that. Get out.
What has it?
Freak out of here.
Hmm.
There's a bunch of
Babe. I remember watching Babe. No, I watched the animated one from like the 60s.
never saw it.
You don't remember? I thought it was called Babe, right?
Yeah, I know of it. I just never saw it.
No, what I'm thinking of is Charlotte's Web.
Oh, yeah. The spider.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You know, I heard The Crow's pretty good. I never seen that.
It's a little different. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's unique.
Dusk Till Dawn. No.
Try
Doesn't
Dust
hold
Till
up.
Dust, baby.
Everyone wants to be like, oh, Quentin, it's great. I was like, no.
You see the new Quentin coming out with?
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm super looking forward to it. Aladdin doesn't hold up either.
You know what we
I'm
should
just
do is probably try to find Disney movies that don't hold up, or like forgotten Disney films that completely flopped.
All the sequels.
Well, that's true, but
Straight to
I'm sure there's movies that
TV fucking D.
I'm sure there's movies that were released that are just not good.
You know, the easiest way to do that is probably we're going to be able to watch them on Disney Plus when it comes out.
Disney have it.
Face Off.
What is that?
John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Whoa.
One of them's a cop. One of them is a crime dude.
Is that 92% or 52?
92.
Oh,
It's bad. So the premise is this cop's trying to track down this this criminal guy, whatever. One of them gets into an accident and gets into a coma. The criminal breaks in and has the doctor perform this crazy brand new surgery where he swaps their faces.
I knew this.
So Nicolas Cage is the bad guy, John Travolta's the good guy, whatever, and then he swaps their faces, and then the people don't realize like who's who. And then there's like gun shootouts and like sentimental moments and everything. They're totally different looking people. Nicolas Cage is like short and skinny, and John Travolta is pretty stocky.
Mm-hmm.
And they just swap their face and like act like nobody knew.
You take my eyes, I'll take your ears.
Jesus Christ, man, it was so bad. I remember liking that along with Con Air back in the day when I was like,
Galaxy Quest. Isn't that the one with Tim Allen?
isn't that the one that fucking Dane always yelled at me about for not seeing?
It's bad. I
never
guarantee
seen
you
it.
it's bad.
Never seen it. It's got 90% though. Never seen Sixth Sense. That's
Wow,
what I
really?
need to do. Yeah, is complete that list of shit that I've never seen.
Right there. Guilty pleasure. The Truman Show.
Doesn't have to be a guilty pleasure. It got
Love
94%.
the Truman Show. It's such a cool aspect, and it's one of those aspects that you're like, is my life like that? Because it's just a show, and you wouldn't know
It's like,
otherwise.
yeah, are you in the Matrix right now?
The Mopar Show.
I think I just said this to Tommy Boy, but I need to rewatch The Matrix 2 and 3.
Clerks.
Toy Story is 100%.
Perfect. It was the greatest
Jesus.
movie of all time.
It's one of them. Anyways, I just wanted to throw a few out, but I haven't really been
And
thinking
Boys
about
in
it.
the Hood. Another one. Iron Giant. Great movie.
Yeah, I've heard about that. You know, I don't really care for Goodfellas that much. I'm just gonna say it.
I've never really got it. I'm not a huge crazy fan of Fight Club.
I'm not a huge fan of Fight Club either.
I'll watch it.
Toy Story 2, 100%.
Wow.
Who's rating this?
Big
shit?
Lebowski.
Fucking amazing. That should get 100%.
Even better, Titanic. 200%.
Big Lebowski's so good.
Titanic should get 100% for each VHS that you had to buy, which is a total of 200% per movie.
100% per boob.
Oh God, I remember those
Per breast.
The Bruce.
It was written on the papers.
That it was crazy because you get halfway through and be like, take this shit out and put another one in. We gotta get to the dying scenes. It's pretty cold out in there. Out in there.
Who the fuck thought they were cool enough that they could build the biggest boat of all time and just sail across the Atlantic with like 3 lifeboats? Fucking
It's
savages that lived
unsinkable.
back then, man.
It's unsinkable.
It's a crazy story. That's why the movie's so good. I mean, James Cameron obviously is an amazing filmmaker.
Literally, Titanic, I think, means unsinkable.
Something like that.
So literally, they named the thing, this shit can't sink, and it sunk.
Yeah, it's just like a really fucking crazy story.
Realism. This boat's called You better watch out with this could go down because we forgot some screws.
I
and
watched a
ass.
couple YouTube videos about the building of it.
Built by the Irish. I
No, I
believe.
think it just comes from Titan.
Titanic, unsinkable. I think maybe that's what they say in the movie. Titanic means unsinkable.
No, it just means colossal or gigantic. I think the sister ship is the Olympian. I think that is basically this close to the same thing, right?
Britannica was
No,
the,
I think there was 3.
yeah. The other ones that didn't sink.
Were they named after encyclopedias?
I was Curtis pulling out quotes. Unsinkable. She's made of iron, sir. I assure you, she can.
Savage line, dude. Savage line.
Savage.
Ice don't fuck around. You better watch out.
You better chill.
Mr. Freeze is responsible for the sinking of the Titanic.
Kind of is with the iceberg.
I see. Did he shoot his laser beam into the ocean until it froze an iceberg? Nah, dude, it's so crazy. Why would
You know
he
what I
build
want?
That shit.
You know what I want is a new age
Psychos.
Forrest Gump. I want something.
Mhm.
I want a new story that's a little more current. That like
Americana.
someone's life that touches real events.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But it's different. Maybe it could be somewhat, and they've kind of done it, I believe, in like Marvel. I can't really think of a specific thing, but like they'll go back to a certain era and like they repeat. Like Wonder Woman is in World War One.
Ooh.
That's kind of cool, and she changes the
Did you see they released the poster for 1984?
no.
Smoke Show Central. Let's check
Oh
it out.
yeah, let's bring it up.
I don't think it comes out until next spring, but they did release a poster for it.
But dead at bet. Oh, I did see that. That is really cool. The colorful one. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
not the full thing,
Where's
is
the
it?
full one?
Where's the one from the back?
Why does this happen? Wonder Woman 1984 poster. You guys can't see this. Apologies. Here we go. Here we go. Boom.
It's got to be a better one from the back. Yeah, that looks so sweet.
Jesus.
She looks psychotically badass.
This fucking goddess on Earth.
It's pretty cool, man. I like the unders that she's wearing, I guess. Does that protect her?
Like the hair. Damn!
I like how it's 1984, but it comes out this year.
Get it?
Wouldn't that be cool if they linked it up, called it Iron Man 2020, and the first day of 2020, the movie's released, so it's like happening today, and whoa, what if it was realistic? I'm just thinking, whoa, stop talking.
Iron Man's dead.
I'm just saying, let's save Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel's flying around and she comes down like near a movie theater and there's a big explosion and they do it with the subwoofers. Like it's happening out fucking side.
Sounds like some interactive Disney movie.
Yes.
That's what they do at Disney parks. If you had to go to one Disney park, what would you go to? If you had one day to visit Disney World, which park would you go to?
Star Wars.
It's not open yet.
Yes, it is.
I'm talking about in Florida.
I'm not going to Florida.
That's not my question. Have you been to Disney before?
Yeah. Before everything. But no, before like Wild Kingdom was a thing, before it all.
Animal Kingdom. All right,
Animal
never mind, never
Kingdoms.
mind. I'm just curious if I'm already in Orlando and we want to pop into Disney for a day. The Star Wars park unfortunately won't be open yet. So if I had to go to just one, what would I do?
I'd go to the main park.
Magic Kingdom.
Is that what it's called?
That's the main one, yeah.
Yeah, I'd go
With
to
the
the
big
main one.
castle and the Pirates of the Caribbean and all that shit.
Yeah, I like the classics too, man. I like the classics. Yeah, because I feel like Animal Kingdom would be really cool, but I've never been there. If I went personally, I'd go to see Animal Kingdom because I have never seen that.
Yeah.
But if I was, just had a day and had been there or hadn't been there for a while, done. Is that another one?
So
1984? See that pastel looking one? Yeah. No,
I
that's
think
not
it's
even
fan art.
Yeah, that's shit. I hate this.
It says fan art poster. Jesus. Everyone says Epcot, get hammered around the world.
Get hammered around the world. See, I don't really
I
remember
might do that.
I don't remember Epcot. I remember
don't
the ball.
any of it really.
I remember the ball. I was so young though. I just remember Nickelodeon Studios because that was down at the.
I remember a couple rides. The test track thing. I remember the Aerosmith roller coaster. But not much. I mean, I was
Space Mountain.
14, 15.
You don't remember Space Mountain? The roller coaster inside. Holy ass!
I think I do.
Splash Mountain was the one that it was like a
Yeah, the water ride. We didn't do
the
that
water ride, and then there was another one, Thunder Mountain, I think. It was a train that got loose, and then it was all over.
Oh, I remember the Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror. Also,
The only time I've ever seen my dad scared.
there was an aliens, where it's like a slow roller coaster. You're just like almost like a slow ride, and then like in the middle, it comes into this room, and in the middle you see an alien break out of the thing, and it gets loose, and it's flashing and shit, and you don't know, and then you feel it breathing on the back of your neck, and you're like, oh,
Shit.
oh
Was that
yeah.
inside Epcot?
I
Wasn't
think
there a
that's the
ride
magic-
inside the fucking globe?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
I can't
there is.
remember, man. It's so long ago.
Yeah.
They probably also moved shit around and everything. Yeah.
Space Mountain was my favorite. I remember because it was so cool. It was like Star Wars. Like you're flying through space, but it's all flashy.
I mean, if I could just stay an extra 12 days in Orlando, I would, but no. That ain't happening. What else has been going on in your life?
Probably pretty good. Oh, you know what this is? Sonic Temple. I didn't even look at that. So that's the new Rock on the Range. The Sonic Temple. Festival.
yeah.
So they must have their own beer for Sonic Temple. So if you guys aren't familiar, Rock on the Range, it was like the biggest rock concert. It's like a 3-day concert, and it was in Columbus, Ohio. But it slowly lost its steam, and I think whoever was running it passed it off or sold it or whatever, and they renamed it Sonic Temple, which I don't know. I never went to any of them. I always like stood outside when I lived on campus and listened to the echoes.
Because with those, there's always like 2 bands I want to see, and I'm not going to spend like $200 on a festival ticket just to see 2 bands.
Exactly. They did have a couple good years. It was like Red Hot Chili Peppers and Metallica, and then a lot of the small, like BT Bam was there, I think, that year.
Right.
And you're like, but there's like 8 hours between there where I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do?
Now, well, because it's local, what I would do is go to one of those festivals when it was like all on one like campground or something like that. So like, you see a couple bands, and then if you want to take a break, you just go back to your campsite and fuck around a little bit, hang out, go swimming, and then come back and see Metallica at 10 o'clock. Which
I agree.
I almost did for July 4th, but I changed my mind.
We wanted to, the other thing that we wanted to do yesterday or last night was Night of Thunder at the racetrack, but it was fucking downpouring, man. What are you
What?
supposed to what are you supposed to do? Yeah.
The weather is fucking wild right now.
Yeah, it downpoured yesterday.
What? It was completely gorgeous all day here.
Really?
It was like partly cloudy for a little span of time. No rain, not even a chance of rain, and it was gorgeous.
Yeah, we got literally we were driving around because we were picking up woodworking stuff, and and Glass Armor said, "Oh, they're literally having a Night of Thunder." I'm like, "Oh, that's a good one." Yeah,
Great joke, Glass Armor.
I said, "Yeah, good job." That's why I married you.
You divorced now?
Next one.
That's crazy how 20 minutes away the weather changes that much. I would like to go to. I wonder what weekend that is. The one that we used to go to in Norwalk. Would like to go to that.
Night Under Fire.
Yeah.
Probably happening.
Actually, I should look that up now that I got a bunch of fucking camping gear that I need to use.
You're gonna camp there? I'll just drive up.
Nah. Because the thing doesn't end till like 10 and then you get hammered. So you can't turn back.
And then you get hammered. I gotta wait till
Consistently
10.
throughout the whole thing. You know?
Gotta wait till it's over and then we get hammered. Good day. Are there any other movies coming out that I need to see? Toy Story 4. That was the other one that we considered seeing. We considered seeing that last night, and we went with Spider-Man, which I'm happy because I feel like that could do it.
Fuck. I don't know.
I might end up.
I'm so far behind.
We'll see if Glass Armor allows me to. But when I'm out out traveling during the week, I try to, if I can, I'll go see a movie.
Oh,
but I don't
because she
wanna
wants to see it with you.
Yeah, if she wants to see it. I know she's not a huge Toy Story fan,
Just
so
see it twice.
that's what I was thinking.
That's what you usually do.
Or just lie to her. This is great. Never seen it. No, I might see that. There was another one that was like on its way out that I was like, fuck.
Endgame.
Oh yeah.
Let
Let me look it up. Oh, the other one was that I heard really good things about was that new Godzilla movie.
Oh, King of the Monsters.
I've heard it was unexplainedly good. Like there was no reason for this movie to be that good.
I don't know. Kind of over all that.
What do you mean have?
Just the giant monsters that blow shit up.
Lion King's the other one.
Wait, is it out?
No showtimes. What the fuck? Why did it even pop
It's not
up?
out yet.
Annabelle Comes Home. We got another Annabelle movie. I'm sure it's terrible. Yeah, I guess. Oh, Aladdin is the other one. Oh, Men in Black's out. Child's Play with the other one.
Oh, Mark Hamill as Chucky.
Yep.
And Aubrey Plaza as the mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm a Plaza fan.
She's hot, man. I saw her on Hot Ones. I was watching the Hot Ones.
She's pissed hot, man.
She is. She's like dry humor, like doesn't laugh and like is pissed all the time.
I watched a
Self-deprecating.
an Aubrey Plaza like comedy compilation. And the one it starts off with is Conan asks, she's, "Hey, where were you originally from?" She goes, "I'm originally from Delaware." He's like, "Oh, I really don't know anyone from Delaware." She goes, "Thank you." I was like, I like this. Like it a lot. It's good
I don't
shit.
know anyone from Delaware. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
That's about right.
Good day. Good day, Galaxy.
This was 198. Episode 198.
Was there-
What? What? Say it. Why?
The other movie that I was considering buying that I saw that was for sale on the Xbox store was Us. And I watched a
I
trailer.
haven't seen Get Out or Us yet.
I saw the trailer of Us.
Yeah.
Holy kind of creepy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it before a movie like a long time ago in theaters. I can't remember.
Man. What did you just say? What was the other one?
His first one, Get Out.
Get Out.
I haven't seen it.
Get Out's good. And I feel like
I
Us
heard
is
they
a
both
little
good.
creepier. I don't know. We'll see.
We shall.
I'm down for a good scary movie. I bought The Conjuring years ago, and I know you guys were hyping it up, and so that was pretty good. But I need something like fresh. It is out.
Wait, it is out?
Oh, not the second part. No,
It's
But
coming out. This year.
but the first one is available. You can
Yeah,
buy
no,
it.
but the part 2 is coming out this year, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, Lord Kerner said Us was all right. Interesting. Okay,
Tommy Boy, we got to go see.
that's weird because Kerner
fucking
loves
It.
everything.
Yes, no filter. Everything was great.
Both are great. I think Get Out is better. Such a
Standard.
great undertone of horror.
Everything
Yeah.
was standard.
Cool. All right. Good Day Galaxy. We had T-Beer. It was mediocre. You might be into it.
I
You
thought
might
it was
not be.
interesting. I kind of liked it.
Wild Ohio Brewing is not the brewery. Fuck you. Fig Leaf Brewing is the real brewery. I don't know. It's a riddle. It's a riddle T-Beer. And we got a leak. Did the sprinklers go off? We gotta make sure we. Good day.
Sorry about that.
I had a peach one. Commander had
the blubber.
the blumberberry. It was interesting enough.
The blingus
I wouldn't personally go out and try to get a whole 6-pack or anything of it, but yeah, good.
Here's what I'll say. If I was throwing a party and I needed to fill a cooler, I would get that along with some craft beer.
I'd probably get some White
That's the way
Claws.
to describe it.
White Claws instead.
White claws.
Some of the claws, bro.
White claws.
Bro.
Yellow paws.
Yellow paws, white claws. Don't you know?
Next week. What is next week?
Hmm?
Next week I'll be in Denver, so we'll do this remote-less.
Okay.
So that means no live stream possibly. So I apologize for everybody.
Fuck yeah.
I feel like there's a way to do it. I still haven't quite figured it out. I feel like there's a way though. On Zoom to just like turn this into a live stream thing. Maybe I'll experiment, but possibly no live stream next week. We'll just record it like normal. And then we got episode 200 coming up.
Episode 200. Good day. That's awesome. Last but not least, I kept my childhood movies that do hold up Those are gonna be that's gonna be for
super
patrons.
secret special episode.
Those are gonna be for patrons only. So if you're fans of the show and also help support us, head on a Patreon. I'm sorry, become a patron. Like I said, there's extra content, whole bunch of extras. You get into the chat. Everybody yells at each other. Everybody loves each other. It's great. Fuck off. I don't like any of them. What's the furry one's name? Know him?
Damn it.
That's all right. What's the furry one's name?
Yeah. Fangus.
One of the newer guys, Citradelics over here, said, "Hey guys, what software are you using? What is the software?"
Citradangus. Sorry, I don't know why that's funny. Yeah, he did. CT Radio 85. Hello. I record the show on Logic Pro with a interface, and then it's streamed into OBS is what we use for the video and the audio streaming that's going to YouTube and Facebook and all that fun stuff.
That Veronica Vaughn.
Yeah, Veronica Vaughn.
Let me tell you from experience. Probably not.
No, she didn't.
But her and a guy I know got it on.
Woo-wee! 82 listeners on the live cast here on CastBox. All right, fuckos.
Good day, Galaxy. Thank you guys for tuning in. There was a lot of people on there. Love
appreciate
most of you.
it.
Lord Kerner, we'll see you pretty soon.
You know what we need to do? Just get totally
Unfriend
fucking
Kerner.
hammered one time.
Get behind it.
I feel like we haven't had a drunk episode in a long time. Just like throw it back to the old days and have like 47 Miller Lights and talk about Star Wars.
47. And not talk about Star Wars.
That's true. BT Bam and Walking Sticks.
Would you bang that girl? What? Do you like undies?
Ancient Geology.
Ancient geology.
All right, bye.